In a recent interview in Wired magazine, Netflix CEO Reed Hastings stated that most entrepreneurial ideas will sound crazy, stupid, and uneconomic, but they'll turn out to be right. Usually we don't hear the words crazy and stupid when compared next to Netflix, but make no mistake, since the BLS reports that half of small businesses fail within the first 5 years, Netflix was a crazy and stupid idea at first. And with that, I'd like to say good afternoon to my fellow Netflix lovers, users, and even binge watchers. I'm Jonathan Jarjour alongside Marie Duque, and we've done extensive amounts of research on this company, and we're here to provide you guys with some information that you might not have known about your favorite video streaming service. So I'm going to go ahead and start first with the history of Netflix. In an interview with Inc.com, Reed Hastings stated how the company started. It started in 1997 as a single video rental service. So you'd pay for each DVD as you rented. Obviously that changed along the line when someone did the subscription idea to where you pay a fixed amount per month and then rent as many DVDs as you want with no late fee. So he was also a software engineer, so he made a lot of money after he sold his software and actually provided the $2.5 million it took to start up Netflix. So he attributes himself to being the founder of Netflix. However, according to Business Insider, there was another founder named Mark Randolph, and Mark Randolph has largely been actually been left out of the history of Netflix. He's only shown on the timeline and until he had a board position until 2004. And Mark Randolph has actually said that Reed Hastings has made up false stories about how the company started. Hastings always says he was charged $40 for a late fee, so he started the company, but Mark Randolph said that that was just a marketing ploy. So there's been some polarization between the two. And in response to the previous quote about Netflix being crazy and uneconomic, back in 2000, the company was really struggling. It only had 300,000 subscribers. So according to another article in Business Insider, Reed Hastings went to Blockbuster to actually sell the company to them and become the instant streaming service for Blockbuster. But not being able to see the future, Blockbuster decided that they weren't going to go through with the deal, and well, we all know what happened to Blockbuster now. But to tell you about where Netflix is currently, I'm going to hand it over to my partner.
Hi, I'm going to talk to you about Netflix present and future. Right now, Netflix has 50 million subscribers and is in more than 50 countries, including Spain, Austria, and all of the countries from Latin America. According to a Huffington Post, they are offering a very cool job as a TV tagger. And this might sound interesting for people who love to watch TV because it consists on, they assign you anything from 8 hours to 20 hours, and you can be watching from Orange is the New Black to My Little Pony. And it can get tedious at times, but one incentive is that according to LA Times, they pay you several hundreds of dollars per week. Another thing Netflix has come up with, according to another Huffington Post, is that they have now gift cards, and they arose as a very hot season item. They were so popular that they were sold out in Manhattan for several days. Now I'm going to talk to you about the future. Netflix is finally getting real on increasing prices, and this is bad news. But they're doing this in a very slow way so that they do not affect their current customers. They are just going to increase $1, and they are going to let its current customers pay the same fee for 2 years once the increase in prices has been implemented. Another thing is their original programming, and they have right now 320 hours of original programming according to Fox News, but they do not want to stop there. They are in talks with Adam Sandler so that he becomes part of 5 of its originally produced movies. They are also aiming to be in 200 countries by 2016, so this media empire is not stopping here. Now I'm going to hand it off to Jonathan so that he can wrap it up for you.
Alright guys, well today we have talked to you guys about some things you might not have known about the company. We talked to you guys about the history through the story of how it was founded, between the polarization between the two co-founders, as well as Blockbuster potentially having owned Netflix at some point. We also talked to you guys about the current standing, where Netflix is now in terms of the sheer number of subscribers it has, its international presence, as well as that cool job you can have as getting paid to watch Netflix, probably a dream job for some of us. And then we also talked about the future of Netflix, where it would like to be in the future in terms of international expansion, as well as increasing its original content. And that's all we have for you guys, so we'd like to thank you very much for listening. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.